Hi everyone, have you seen Singles Inferno season 4? This one is very good. I love Singles Inferno. It gives you a glimpse of a reality show take on dating with Koreans. Yes, it's not the most realistic because they're either stuck on an island called hell or they're in a luxury hotel called heaven. So this season, I feel like we got to really know a few of the characters, and the main character, literally, it was almost her show. It's Lee Xian, and she is a model and former K-pop idol trainee. She's also a former competitive swimmer, which makes sense because I was like, this girl is fierce. And then also there is Chung Yoo Jin. And Yoo-jin, it took me a while to actually warm up to her because I found her to be a little bit very maybe different in personality than what I would expect. So I had to get used to her. But after I got used to her, I really like her. And then there's Kim Min Sol, and she is a sports announcer, very, very young. I think she's the baby of the group. And then a few of the others, they come in and out of this show, but you really don't get to know them that much. They don't really have a strong presence. But then you also see Bae Ji Yun, who is a spatial designer, Kim Hae Jin, who is a former Miss Korea. And although I would have thought she would have a little bit more of a presence in this show, she does not. But she tried. Kim Arin, she was very steadfast. She had a little bit of a quirky personality. I kind of felt like she was a bit of a mean girl, but that's just kind of the impression that I got from her. And then Park Hae Lin, she is also a former idol, K-pop idol, and then she came in a little bit later in the show. At first, she was really strong personality, and then the show broke her. I feel like the show kind of broke her down because she did not. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but I feel like the show didn't do her justice. First, we got Theo, who is an actor. He once was in Korea, but I think in the show you understand that he likes having going to being in different countries for their acting, because I feel like he said something like the entertainment world in Korea is a little bit dark. An Jong-hoon, he is also part of the love square that happened with Xian, and he is a restaurateur. I felt like he was a little bit of a red flag, but the biggest red flag was Yuk Jun So, and he was a guy who was always like doing hand gestures, and he kind of stopped towards the end, but then he also stopped calling the girl "ya" the entire time. So he kind of calmed his very masculine personality to kind of win over the girls. And then we have some other guys on the show, but you really didn't get to know them very well. But one of them was Kim Tae-hwan. He's a DJ. I think he was also a model. He also had a little bit in K-drama world. Guk Dong-ho, he was very sought after by the other girls because I feel like he's very marriage worthy. Like, he's the guy that all the girls want to marry, not have a fling with. So he was very much in pursuit by the girls. And then Kim Jong-soo, he came in at the end and he really didn't make much of an impression. Like, he's very attractive body, what have you, but did not really make much of an impression in Singles Inferno. So really, we have the love square, and I have very much opinions on this love square. So we have Lee Xian. She's the girl who all the guys liked, or most of them, which is Theo, Junsu, and then the guy Jong-hoon, who kind of had flared nostrils the entire time. He's the coffee owner. He's really well mannered, and I think that's why a lot of girls liked him as well. Personally, I feel like Theo shoot his shot, and he tried with Xian, but he was trying so hard that he didn't give any other girl a chance. I feel like for me, the reality show is you want to have as much airtime as possible. You want to kind of get your marketing, your branding out there, so that way, as if the show ever, airs and it's done, you still have your shot. You still made it an impression. But Theo was kind of like entirely into Xian the whole time, professing his love, kind of acting a little bit goofy in the first scene. And I think he almost made it over the top, so that way he never got a shot with Xian. I think he just went over the top, too hard, too fast, and she was done. That he picked her the first time for them to go and hang out in the hotel. And I think she had a great time with him, but because he fumbled the ball, and so it wasn't going to ever happen with him. I was really hopeful. I thought that she would give him one more try. You can watch the show yourself and see what happened there. And Jung-hoon is the guy that was very much not totally suave where it's icky and kind of greasy, but more like he knows how to really be very caring towards girls and just keep them kind of like feeling like they're special. So that's why he's in the mix. And I think he just has a very nice quality to him. He's kind of a gentleman. Then you have Junso. And Yuk Junso is the guy who is the former military guy. He's underwater demolition team. So the guy she kept calling him the Beast. And he's very masculine. He has a very incredible body, but he didn't stand up very straight. So that kind of bothered me throughout the filming. Like Theo, great posture. Jung-hoon, okay, but Jun-so, the Beast, he looked like he was hunkered down for a fight the entire time. And one of the other things, the waving of hands, that was kind of cute, but I think the producers told him to stop. But then he kept calling Xian, yeah, and it's so not nice. She kept correcting him and said, please call me by my name. And I think later on he finally got the gist of it and was doing that. But I felt like this Singles Inferno, because it was so entertaining, just seeing the dynamics between Theo and then Junso with Xian, that was kind of fun. So I felt like Lee Xian, she dominated the female games, and finding out that she was a competitive swimmer makes sense. She just has faster twitch muscles. I don't know. She looks like she could throw down, and she looks like she could also win some of the games over the guys. Yuk Jun-so also dominated. I think he just is built bigger, tougher, and had gone through military a little bit longer, harder than the other guys. So that's just my own personal opinion. That's why I think he dominated. And I feel like Lee Xian definitely had some red flags with Junso, and I think it's like some of the things that happened was a little bit risque, like the physical interaction with Junso and Xian. That I was like, my mouth just dropped open because I was like, I can't believe they actually showed that. I also felt like there was a red flag again from Junso where he's pretty much misleading Kim Min-sol, the young newscaster. And then he was really kind of mean to Yoojin. I know she was a little bit of a red flag herself, especially on the swing set. That I can't get over. But I don't know. I feel like, it could be that he just needs to be less of a beast. But I really feel like Singles Inferno was so good. There were so many exciting parts to it. I don't want to give any spoilers away. So if you have your own commentary about Singles Inferno, what you thought of the cast, who they coupled off with and walked into the sunset together, Let me know. I wasn't surprised at the coupling, but I was still rooting a little bit for some of the underdogs. So, yeah, I highly recommend Singles Infernal 4. It's on Netflix. Definitely check it out and let me know what you think.